Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Tammy Talks here. Let's keep on with Love is Blind, Season 2, Episode 4, Meet the Other Couples. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into the recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let's get into it, y'all. So it starts off with, Mallory and Sal are talking. They're in Mexico now, and they're sitting out on like the little balcony outside the room, and they're talking, and she's being awkward because we know that he was not what she was expecting physically. So while she's attracted to his personality and his emotionability, is that a word? Emotionability? I don't think so. His emotional side, his emotional intelligence, she's having a bit of a hard time getting past the physical attributes that she's seen. If Sal would just grow a beard, I'm telling y'all, if he would grow a beard, he would look so much better. But maybe she should tell him. You ever thought about growing out your facial hair? Because it looks like he's shaving, because we can see, but whatever. So he tells her, he understands, he gets it. He thought that there was some awkwardness between the two of them when they first met, and she tries to play it off and say that that's just how she is. I don't think it is, girl. And I want you to be real with him. So, but then she says in her confessional, it's like, I'm attracted to him. I'm attracted to him. I mean, he's good looking. And they're telling each other they're beautiful. And I'm like, Mallory, you're lying. You are not attracted to that man. You're not attracted to that man. So we then see Jarrett and Ayanna. So she was like, Jarrett is so much taller than I want. And I'm like, he don't even look that tall. That man is 6'1". So he gives her a Polaroid camera, and she is screeching like a dinosaur or something. Oh my God, I'm so excited! I want to say, girl, a Polaroid camera is like $60 at the Urban Outfitters. Go on and get you one. But she's excited about that. It was a cute moment. They're taking Polaroids of each other. It's a really cute gift to give. I actually want one. I really want one. I've been going back and forth on like buying one. So she says she feels comfortable and protected with him, which is really good. But she does want to wait until they have sex. So we can tell that they are both very extremely attracted to one another. They have really good chemistry. They're very playful with one another. I like them together. Shake and Deeps. She's nervous about him seeing her in a bikini. She knows that he's shallow, basically, and she has had her own body image issues. Because she says she's lost 60 or 70 pounds in the past. So they're in the water, in the pool, and she mentions kids, and his face drops. And I'm like, so what has changed from earlier that day? So they went from doing all this annoying kissing constantly to now he's just kind of like in a different headspace. She asked him if he's ready to be married, and he looked like he wants to say no. And then he was like, let's just take it hour by hour. I said, oh, Shake. Oh, Shake. That shallowness lasted all of, 12 hours. I think Shake knew that he wasn't going to get nobody else. So, like, now all of a sudden, you don't know about her. He says in his confessional that he's not feeling body chemistry from her. And he thought it would be a little bit more explosive, more of a spark. So he said even though he's been talking about marriage and babies, hearing her say it has like taken him aback, and he feels nervous about it. I knew Shake wasn't gonna be shit. Shake is regressing. And I get it, it's hard if you're a person that is fixated on the physical, which a lot of us are, for being real. Then yeah, I think it's gonna be a very, very hard change for him to like look past that. And that's why I said what do they say? A tiger can't change its stripes overnight, or a leopard can't change its spots. Something like that. Like, you're not going to change overnight. And I don't know why Deeps even thought that Shake would be this, overly different person. I think they both really picked each other because they're brown. Even though they said that they only dated, white people with blonde hair typically. I think ultimately they picked each other because they're both brown. So we go over to Shane and Natalie. So Shane apparently eats in bed and sleeps with the TV on, like a child. Like a child. So Natalie is saying how she's going to have to try to get used to that because she has white sheets at her house and won't be nothing eating in that bed. I said, I know that's right. I do not eat in bed. I don't eat in my bedroom. To be honest, I don't even have coffee in my bedroom. There is no food whatsoever. The most will be a bottle of water in my bedroom. Other than that, I'm not going. So Danielle and Nick have apparently had sex. All right. Kyle is, I keep wanting to call him Rick. He looks like a Rick. Kyle is by the pool by himself. He said this is not how he expected to wake up and spend the honeymoon or spend his trip with his fiance. Shayna has apparently gone home. I said, oh yeah? Okay. Shayna went home, and he wants her to communicate better because they have not spoken. So she went home and didn't even tell him. Apparently, production must have knocked on his door. My issue with this is you should have never proposed. She should have never accepted. She is on top of the looks, because I really think that's what it is. She's not physically attracted to him, so she's not willing to overlook the religious aspect of it. But Kyle should have never proposed to her. Then on top of it, you were like making jokes about it. Then on top of that, she said some dumb stuff. No, you're not a man if you don't eat bread. Oh my God, you don't eat meat. And it's like, didn't y'all talk about that in the pods? You didn't know that this man didn't eat meat when y'all talked in the pods? That this should have never happened. Y'all just wasted production's time and money by paying for plane tickets and all that other stuff. Y'all should have at least stayed and, went along to get along. But all right. Jarrett and Ayanna are waking up the next morning. They're talking about cuddling. He told her that she takes up too much of the damn bed. She made a bad first night impression. I was cracking up. They have like cute morning banter back and forth. Danielle is now sick. I don't know what she ate the night before. They're joking that she might be pregnant because they had sex last night. So they're joking that she might be pregnant. I said, oh, everybody just having sex on this trip. All right. Y'all just met these people, but let's go ahead and do the do. Shaky's still trying to get used to being with Deeps. He said he is just not attracted to her and is getting stuck in his head. But I do like that he's being nice about it. He's trying to push forward to that. And we can see that the honeymoon phase of the initial meeting has worn off. It's no longer about, oh my God, we connect on so many levels and blah, blah, blah. Now it's kind of like, oh, looking at you. Okay. You know what I mean? So, but he's not being overly rude about it, but Deeps can definitely feel that they're already drifting apart, which kind of sucks because we just got together. Shane and Natalie already have sex. Sal and Mallory already has sex. So everybody had sex last night, but Deeps, Shake, Jarrett, and Ayanna. Okay. So Jarrett said he is okay with Ayanna wanting to wait to have sex. He's okay with that. Because he feels there are other ways that he can be intimate with her and they can share intimacy. So he gives her a massage. She gives him a massage. He gets booty naked. And they talk about how his scar that, comes down from where he must have got stabbed in the stomach. And how he keloids up and all this other stuff. And then they have a very, very sexy shower scene where he is still naked and they're like just underneath like one of the outdoor showers. And I'm like, so y'all don't want to have sex. Y'all are cool with waiting. But you standing that naked and okay, all right. But they say they gonna wait, then they gonna wait. So Shane and Natalie go parasailing. After that, they're sitting around and Shane starts fishing for compliments again. And when Natalie calls him out, he like low-key gets mad at her. And he tells her that she's being mean and she jokes too much and is getting very old and he's kind of tired of it. I said, well, damn, maybe she's tired of you asking for her to tell you how handsome you are. Like, I think it's weird. We know that Shane is very vain. He's a very, very vain person. And it's coming across even more so in the fact that you keep wanting her to compliment you. It's like anytime he tells her, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful," he wants to compliment back. He needs that. He feeds off of that. And for you to be mad that she called you out on that, go to hell. They are not going to work. I don't think they're going to work at all, to be real. He feels that he thought that she would be much more affectionate by now, and she's not. So he's having an issue with that. He kind of wants her to be all over him, and she's not doing that. So I don't know, y'all. So we get to when all the couples meet each other, and this is where shit really just started to go kind of left. So Ayanna says Shane's voice is annoying. It is. Nick comes solo and he tells everybody that we broke up. Everybody was like, "Oh my Lord." And he was like, "No, she's just sick." They pan to her. She is on the floor because she is so sick. Some type of stomach bug, right? So everyone then is talking about how Kyle and Shayna broke up. And I'm cool with Shayna leaving in this instance because don't come and try to encroach. Is it encroach? Encroach? It's early, y'all. I can't get my words together today. Don't come and try to throw salt at what Natalie and Shane have going. So let's not see them the rest of the season 2, okay? These next 5 episodes, we should not see them. So Shake is talking to Jarrett. And he said that he's just not attracted to Deeps. And he feels like he's with his aunt. And I said, "You's a lie." Now that was going too far, Shake. You do not feel like you are with your aunt the way that y'all are kissing and carrying on. But he's just not attracted to her. And I don't know if Jarrett is drunk, but Jarrett is loud and pointing her. I just said, "Come on, Jarrett." Ooh, I was like, we know who not to tell the secret to. Jarrett clearly can't. He don't have a poker face. So Shake then goes and he's talking to Shane. And Shane is telling him, "You need to keep an open mind. Like, y'all connected for a reason. Look past that." And I said, "Okay, Shane, with the words of wisdom." But it's true, though. Y'all connected for a reason. You proposed for a reason. So I get that she's not what you're typically used to. But this isn't like Married at First Sight where you're going in blindly to this. Y'all have forged like a bond with one another. So I would think that if you're that connected with someone and their personality and their charm and all that other type of stuff, it should strengthen the physical for you a little bit more, right? Right? But he said he's not, and I feel like Shake is just falling back into his shallow ways, and he knows it. He's trying to fight it, and I feel like he's trying to get affirmation from some of the other guys, like, y'all cool with who y'all got going? And everybody, for the most part, is the guys. For the most part, it's just like, yeah, we're keeping an open mind about it. So Shake, once again, looks like this shallow guy. So Nick is telling Jarrett to go talk to Mallory. And I said, no, he shouldn't. Say hi to Mallory, introduce yourself, and then go back over to your fiance so that Mallory can go back over to her fiance. Jarrett goes over and starts talking to Mallory. And this is when I just got so disappointed in Jarrett. So they're talking, and he asks if this was she is envisioned, and she don't even want to go there. I think she's attracted to him. She doesn't want to go there because she doesn't want to open up that can of worms. Because she was kind of looking at him like, damn, I should have took Jarrett's proposal. She said that she didn't know that she was his number one. Jarrett called bullshit on that. You know what I mean? He was like, no, everybody kind of knew. But at the same time, maybe the communication between the two of them didn't give her that feeling that she knew that, right? So she asked him, am I what you envisioned? And he said, yeah, in my dream, I saw dark curly hair. I said, oh, y'all probably were meant to be. But you chose to go propose to Ayanna. And I think that Jarrett proposed to Ayanna so that because he knew that he would eventually meet Mallory. I think that's why he did it. I'm not saying that I don't think he does truly like her. I think he does, but I think that Jarrett did have an ulterior motive for why he proposed to Ayanna, and a big part of that is because he knew that he would eventually meet Mallory in this process. So he asks her if she is ready to get married, and she's like, I don't even want to fucking go there. That's why I say I think they compatible, because their conversation flowed a little too well. So they're talking about how Jarrett is saying how he would have done all these things for her. He would have done different things for her if we were together, you know, because she says she's like a guy's girl. She likes to go to basketball games and sporting events. And he's like, we could have did that and still rocked. And I'm like, Jarrett, you sound like you're trying to spit game to her right now. So back in the cut, Ayanna's over here watching. Sal is over here on the verge of tears because everybody can see the chemistry that they're having and the conversation that they're having. Ayanna, you should have went and pulled your man and said, get your ass on over here. Jarrett, come. Because there's no way that you know that this is the other heifer that he wanted to propose to ahead of you, and you're letting him sit and have this long conversation with her. Y'all don't have nothing to talk about. Y'all have nothing that y'all need to be talking about in this moment, that they are huddled up at the bar talking. Like legit, real deal conversation at that. They don't look like it's there for play. They are knee deep in that conversation. So Mallory asked Jarrett, so tell me how you really feel. And I said, oh, tell her that you want to be with her. You want to switch your proposals. And then let's not string anybody else along. So then we see Sal looking like this, because Sal's peeping the scene. And Sal goes in, he does his confessional, and he starts crying. And he said he knows that Mallory isn't really interested in him. He knows that Mallory is not attracted to him, and he wants to go home. I'm not going to say Mallory is trash. I'm not. Only because Mallory is putting forth an effort with Sal. She's not attracted to him physically, but she is putting forth the effort. But I think it just kind of shows that Jarrett and Mallory really, really have something and really had something. And I think even after Mallory told Jarrett that she had a stronger connection with someone else, she thought Jarrett was going to fight for her in that moment. And I don't think it was her testing him. I think it was her trying to figure out, like, is this for real? Is he really going to do this? Like, is this the one? And she even mentioned that, like, he just got up and they never talked again. So she kind of felt like the fact that he got up and, like, ran out the room, that kind of pushed her more towards Sal. And I do think that maybe if they would have had another conversation, maybe it would have gone a different way. But what I do not want to see is Jarrett string Ayanna along the entire, this entire 4 weeks while pining over Mallory. You know what I mean? So if you really want Mallory, then y'all need to make this happen ASAPishly and be done with it. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to see anybody get strung along because they really feel like they have a stronger connection to someone else after seeing the physical. So, wow. I'll be back for episode 5. Until then, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section. What do you... No, y'all can go ahead and talk about it. Hop in the comment section. What do you guys feel about Mallory and Jarrett's conversation? I feel like they were sitting there talking like a couple that's going through a divorce that are there with their new mates trying to figure out if they're going to get back together. That's the vibe it gave me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.